Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm still one of the people that keeps peanut butter crunch in his cabinet, especially for times like this. If you're wondering what the heck's going on, stay tuned for the rest. What's going on, YouTube fans? This is your favorite YouTuber, your favorite doctoral student, your favorite teacher, just your favorite anything, Verdi L. Coleman III. Now, this is a very special episode. Why? Because we are in the middle of Hurricane Zeta, as she is going across the doggone way, doing all kinds of stuff, knocking out the lights and whatnot. And I've been reduced to eating peanut butter crunch. Not that it's a bad cereal, it's just I'd like to eat it under better circumstances. So, all of this got me thinking about some pretty crazy storms that I've been through as far as like actual physical storms. One storm in particular was April 27, 2011. And honestly, it was one of the worst days of my life, but at the same time, it revealed a lot to me. But that's not the story I want to talk about. I want to talk about a different story. This one took place around, I want to say March of 2014. I was on campus at UWA, living in Patterson Hall, and this was one of the big storms. We had to go to Wallace Hall, the bottom floor. It's almost like a basement. We had to go there whenever there was like a tornado or really bad hurricane warning coming through. So with that, it was one of those moments where you kind of wondered, like, was everything going to be okay, or we're going to be, was something going to come through and take away the dorms, take away what we have, take away us. It literally was. It was kind of like a you don't know what's coming kind of thing. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not so scared of the rain as much as I am the storm. The whole time I was there, I was scared of the storm because of how uncomfortable it made me feel. If it was coming, I would have rather, just already been asleep. Much like it is with rain. I would have rather been asleep already, but can't be helped. I don't like rain I don't like rain when it's accompanied by storms. I don't like tornadoes. I don't like hurricanes. I don't like any kind of storms. I don't like any kind of bad weather. Just gonna go ahead and put it out there. But I know that they come because it's part of nature. That's the thing that we have to deal with, especially being down here in Alabama. So, what are some crazy things to do? Well, one of the crazy things to do is to stick your head outside and think, hey, let me see how the wind's blowing. Yeah, if you weigh about as much as I do, you don't want to do that because you'll get blown away. I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a lot of wind blowing. Sounds like a freight train almost. And no, it's not the train that actually runs by my apartment. That wind there is actual blowing wind. And it's blowing hard too. Just some safety tips for when you are dealing with a particular storm. If you know you are living in a location that is not stable enough to withstand the pressure, get somewhere safe. Mobile homes are not good for this kind of weather. They can be easily swept away. As a matter of fact, in 2011, my old house was swept away by a tornado. Had I been there, I'd probably been somewhere across the yard by now. But, God made it to where we don't have to wonder about that anymore. Another thing that you want to do is to make sure that you have water and other non-perishable items. I mean, I got this. This will tide me over until the power comes back on. I mean, it's pretty good stuff. Also, make sure your phone's charged. Right now, my phone's sitting at about 90-something%. It's charged. I even have it on power saver mode. You always want your phone on at least a good bit of charge because you never know how long the power is going to be out. You want to manage your battery pretty well. You also want to be able to have like backups. So your laptop, if it runs on good power, it can actually charge your phone the slow way for a while until it dies down, and then boom, you have exactly what you need in order to be able to go through the rest of the night. Candles are good, but in moderation. Not everybody is responsible with candles. See, this thing here, it's a ring light. It dulls it's bright. That's all I'm gonna say. This ring light is bright. I got it connected to my laptop, so I'm able to actually record. Yeah, that was strong. That is strong. So I'm kind of, that's a strong wind. So it's already pretty much understood that this is going to be one crazy day. My ring light, like I said, gives me a lot of light to move around the apartment, because right now, if I were to cut it off, this is what you'll basically see. So imagine that. Another thing that you want to be able to do is you want to make sure that you stay calm through all of this. Now, if you're living by yourself and you're like me, you don't too much worry about the storm, unless it's gonna be like really right up on you. But if you're living by yourself and you're very anxious about storms and you really don't like them all that well, try to say some calming words to yourself. Like things, for example, like, no matter how the wind howls, the mountain cannot bow to it. Now, for those of y'all that are Disney fans, y'all know exactly where that comes from. It comforts me during storms. Also, I tend to read Psalms 23, Psalms 24, Psalms 90, Psalms 91, Psalms 105, and Psalms 139. I read those. I get my little phone and just, read it on my phone. Or if I have my ring light here, I just pull the Bible out and just start reading it from there. I read comforting. Psalms is comforting for me. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go to sleep. Now, if you're in a house maybe with like one or two people, or even a house full of people, chances are you're not going to go to sleep. But if you're living like I am, please don't go to sleep, because you really don't know what may happen. Like, you might be safe where you are, but you still don't chance it, because some glass may get in, or you might get blown away. You never know what's going to happen. So always stay up, stay alert, stay focused. Like, if you're able to access the news on your phone, please make sure you do that. Make sure that you stay on top of everything. Finally, in case the worst happens, be prepared. Be dressed to go outside and literally seek shelter in the next place. Like, don't just lounge around in your underwear or something and then you have to leave the house because of something happening to it. Because you really want to be prepared. You want to be dressed. Keep you like an outfit that you can put on, like sweatpants and tennis shoes and a hoodie. That'll get you tied over until you can get to better clothing. Now, This is just small tips for how to deal with hurricanes, tornadoes, and bad thunderstorms. Now, this is honestly just a video to help me stay up, and I figured, hey, I'll tell you guys about it. Give you guys some advice. If you're not from the South, you're probably not going to understand it. But this has been another Silvertongue production, and I want you guys to stay safe because storms are no joke. People can really lose their lives behind them. So be blessed, stay safe.